All right, guys. So, as I was looking over your checkpoints from last week, I noticed that you're doing a much better job at going back in your text and finding your text evidence, finding exactly what the author said, so that you can go and look at your answer choices to choose that answer. Good job. One thing that I want us to work on is going a little deeper than that and noticing what the author is not saying, but you just know because of the clues that he puts in the text. All right, so let me show you an example. So what if I came to you and said this?
You're being sarcastic by your face.
What makes you think that? I said something really nice.
The smirk on your face.
Smirk on my face. So there's your clue right there, right? That's kind of like your text evidence, letting you know. Good. So just because I said nice hair, we have to look, kind of read between the lines, right, to come up with our conclusion. What if I said, hey, nice hair?
I would think you're a nice person because of the gestures you're doing. You would be like, you're singing in a nice voice and how your voice says it.
Right, so my tone of voice can help you. I heard you say that. My body gestures, right? So those would be the clues that help you to make assumptions about people. It kind of reminds me of whenever you meet new friends, you kind of watch them and watch the things that they do, listen to the things that they say and how they say it and how they interact with people to help you to come to conclusions about them. All right, so when we take our text, what is there in front of us, and we think about our experiences in life, right? Just like you did when you said you looked really sarcastic. You must have seen somebody with that expression on their face before that was being sarcastic, right? So when you use your text and then what you know about life, that can help you come up with your inference, okay? And that can help you to make sense of the things that the author did not write on the paper, okay? All right, so guys, I want you to do the same thing when you're reading today. I'm going to give each of you a sticky note, all right? And while you're reading, I know you all are starting new books because you've all just moved up a new level. So as you're starting to read, you're going to do a lot of inferring. You're going to wonder, now wait a minute, where is this taking place? You're going to gather clues on that. Well, wait a minute. Here's a new character. I wonder what he's like. It's just like making a new friend. So you're going to have to gather all these clues to get your book started, to get your mind ready. All right? So let's think of what our sticky note might say. So what are some things that we use? What do we use to make an inference? We use facts. So I'm going to write the text for facts, okay? So we can say because blank. So you're going to write there because the text said, or because the character did, or the character said. That's where your facts are going to go. Because blah, 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 blah. And what else do we use? We're going to use the text, and what else? Think about the sick boy's situation, or the sick lady's situation. How did you know? You knew because of what you saw. What else did you need to do? What else did you have to use?
Pictures.
Okay, we used the picture that was on the screen. And then what else did you have to think about to figure out what he's going to do? What he was going to do with that money? That's our clues. That's the text. Right? Remember when we did this and I went, and you said, ooh, you look sarcastic and rude. Well, how do you know that? Have you seen somebody do that that's sarcastic and rude? Yeah, so your experiences. Remember we talked about your experiences being sick. Kind of helped you to infer in this movie. So because of the text and because you know in your experience how people act, how people behave, I can infer blank. All right? So because the text says that mom is sick, and because I know that when people are sick, they need to go to the doctor, I can infer that he was going to use the money to go to the doctor. How about that? Or to take mom to the doctor. Does that make sense, guys? Okay, so I'm going to leave this here in case you forget what it looks like. You each have a pencil? Okay. Go ahead and get your book ready, and you can go ahead and start reading. So we're going to use our clues and our experiences. We have to put those together sometimes to make meaning of our text, all right? This reminds me of your checkpoint. This is why I wanted to bring you guys together. Here, we all miss this one, where it says, based on the information from paragraphs 5 through 10, the reader can conclude that Kitty is, let's look at 5 through 10 real quick. Remember when 5 is when they start talking about Kitty Lynn? And when she wanted to, she was a dancer. She loved dancing. And then something happened. What happened?
She fell and broke her back.
Fell and broke her back.
She got a rope, didn't she?
And then what happened? Did she give up and say, I can't do it? I can't dance anymore because I'm in a wheelchair?
She kept trying.
She kept trying. So what can we infer about her?
She was determined to do that.
Have you ever seen somebody like that? Do you have experience with that?
Well, kind of like one time with my sisters, they were playing soccer, and one time they couldn't make a goal, and they were determined that they could.
Yeah, they did not let that stop them, right? Just when people think that you can't do it, they wouldn't let them stop them, right? So here we go. You guys made that look so easy that time. We can conclude that Kitty is determined. Did the author ever say she was determined? No, but we know.
We can just tell.
We can just tell. Because of our facts and our clues. We know she got hurt, she was in a wheelchair, she did not let that stop her, and she still danced even though people thought she couldn't, right? So all those clues, we put those together to help us to kind of guess, to make that inference based off of what we have in our experiences. See how important our experiences are in our text, in our reading? They kind of go together hand in hand, right? Good job. Don't forget to give me your sticky note when you're finished practicing. Happy reading, everybody.